All right, so here's another one that my Calc AB students seem to struggle with if we're trying to find the derivative of something like this over here. Okay, so we've got 2x squared over pi root 3 x to the fifth, all plus 3x. All right, and then again, the first question I would typically ask to the class would be, how do I find the derivative of this? What do we have in mind? And everybody always says the exact same thing. They say, well, let's just quotient rule this, and then we already know what the derivative of 3x is. It's 3. I go, okay, well, that technically, yes, will work, but let's recognize a couple things about this, because if you quotient rule this, it's just going to take longer. Technically, yes, you can do it, and it will work out just fine, but let's take a look here. Okay, so if I have 2x squared over pi third root of x to the fifth. Okay, so first thing I should recognize here is 2 over pi is just a constant here. Okay, I can completely pull that out. I don't even need to worry about it anymore. And then I'm left with x squared over third root of x to the fifth. And then again, I'm just going to bring down my 3 plus x. Okay, from here, I need to know my rules, my algebra rules. Algebra rules people struggle with algebra rules more than anything else in calculus, especially as you're doing Calc 1 or Calc AB. Okay, so what is my rule for all of this right here? How can I rewrite this? So x squared, I'm just going to keep x squared on the top. On the bottom, what is it? It's x to the 5 thirds. Know your power rules here. Okay, now if I have x squared over x to the 5 thirds, if you want to just go ahead and recognize that I can subtract the bottom power from the top power, great. If you would like to rewrite it to make it look a little better, you could rewrite it as x squared times x to the negative 5 thirds. That's fine as well. And then we all know when we're multiplying x times x, we have different powers right here. We can just add them together. Or in this case, it would be 2 minus 5 thirds. Okay, we should recognize 2 is going to be 6 over 3. So I'll just go ahead and rewrite this as 6 over 3. Now this should be pretty easy to subtract. Just looking at my x term here, I've got x to the 1/3. Okay, all my other constants, this up here, 2 over pi, I can just bring down, and then from the top, my plus 3x. All right, now at this point, this is not any quotient rule. There's no product rule. There's no chain rule. There's nothing else. This is a pretty simple power rule from here. So I can just multiply my 2 over pi and by 1/3, and I would get 2 over 3 pi x, and then I'm just subtracting 1 from my 1/3 to get negative 2/3, and then again, the derivative of my 3x here will be plus 3. So my f prime of x here would be equal to this right here. And again, you are done with your derivative at this point. There's not really anything else you have to do. If you were doing a multiple choice question, you would have to simplify this, which I can go ahead and just put my x to the negative 2/3 on the bottom and kind of rewrite it here. So I'd do 2 over 3 pi, and then it would be third root of x squared. And this would be like what a multiple choice